much easier for him. I imagine he'll probably look for one again very, very soon. If the length is now up on Frugos, so a lot of range, but Lisa down bot lane gets a nice lasso off. This will be a big, big pickup, but Cube is here on the Mars. He could drop the arena. Luki now probably doesn't want to be here as the arena does drop, but the speed does miss. Still not going for a duel anyway. It's 3 heroes, but the long is going to be there by Ritsu. He will put a stop to this. Trying to back around onto Alien Mana Banana with the Dream Coil. It looks like they are going to be able to get him, and still Borko also goes down on the Abaddon. And that is very, very bad news. They've lost the momentum now, Byzantine Raiders. I suppose A and B, he got a bit confident seeing as he could just jump in and duel anyone he wanted, but apparently not Raider Lisa.
No, I mean, that's pretty on-point movement from Ritsu. Really needed that song to break up the fight. So they get a lot of value from him showing up in lane. They start to clump up in this well. They want to play again, but they don't have their ults. They have to be a bit careful.
That they do. Borko gonna TP in. Luki not interested in this Abaddon right now. Will back off. And A and B, he does duel up. He'd love to pick off Yaren. Leave it at that for now. Start working towards that BKB on this LC.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Raider Lisa will do the exact same with the Batrider, and he's much closer to that BKB now. But the aggression from the Raiders hasn't really stopped. They've invaded the die triangle now, trying to be as annoying as possible towards Ritsu on the Naga. And this is, of course, where Ritsu wants to be farming.
Dire's courier has been killed.
We have a choice in the matter, though.
Yeah, he loses out on his Manta timing as well. He's just camping the secret shop to buy out the ultimate orb. Gonna be stalled out for at least 2 minutes. I believe the recipe was inside, so no Manta style for a pretty long time here. That's gonna give a slight edge to Byzantine Raiders if they do catch this Naga out. They do deny their mid-tier 1 as well, so they're taking out a lot of gold on the map from the side of DogChamp, and that's gonna be a bit annoying. It is 17, around 18 minutes in, so mid-tier 1 has held on long enough to give DogChamp that control. Next step now is to start to find some of these wins again. They still need to play as 3 or 4. They are roaming around aggressively. It's just that wherever these wards are, has been avoiding quite well, so they're not quite finding an opening, although Bloody.
On mid lane, they do jump in onto Bloody 9, but the silence is going to be there on A and B. Still, he does have the jewel to throw it on somebody else, but now here comes Raider Lisa with Ritsu. They'll kill off Frugos onto Cube. They'll get a nice lasso off, but it's purged off immediately by still Borko. Still, the chase continues. Now the song committed. They've got the control. They've got a Dream Coil there if they want to commit, and it looks like they might have to. They lock down 2, and that should mean Cube is set to die here on the Mars, as he will be surrounded. He will go down. Borko, he's probably not going to be too lucky either, John. Borrowed time has already been expended, and he will die. And this is not what you want if you are the Byzantine Raiders. After such a great start, it seems as though DogChamp are making their way back into this game number 1.
They really are. Ritsu, his early Midas pickup is paying off now. Is at least 1k ahead of her Morphling, bouncing back from that deficit. Murderer is still finding some really good farm, going into the Lincoln Sphere next to prevent any sort of plays happening with, say, Lasso here. But he is starting to fall slightly behind the Naga. Naga's just so much more efficient in clearing out camps with the illusion spam. You do have to watch that, and props to DogChamp. They protected Ritsu really well. The map looked really small for them for a while, losing those early objectives, but the Nagas managed to build up to the point where it is starting to become an issue. Like, we're seeing Ritsu go into the butterfly next. Once you have that up, his right-click damage is insane.
Smoke up, they want Yaren, but no, the jewel's not going to be there in time. Luckily for them, Ritsu not around on the Naga, so there was no turn potential. Raiders, they're heading for the Roshan pit. Now they do have the potential to take it down for sure, but it has been scanned out. This is a bit risky. Mind you, the song is on cooldown for another 15 seconds, so they won't have that available to fight with on the side of DogChamp. And they aren't actually making their way over to the Roshan pit. They're just going to leave it be. And the Raiders are going to get themselves a free Aegis.
That could be a good turning point for Byzantine Raiders, just having that second life. Could mean that Murderer starts to show up in these fights. There is no vision around the pit here for DogChamp, so they were completely unaware, although no one was showing around where their wards are, and they've got pretty comprehensive wards all around the Radiant side, so they should have known something's up. But that second life is now up for Murder, and they're going to go for the defense.
Murderer, waveform in onto Luki. On the backside, they are flying in, but no, Frugos, he gets blown up. They definitely want the Shaman to be available in the team fight. Still, Lisa also dying to A and B. Meanwhile, Yaren being chased down by Murderer, and an arena has been dropped, but Bloody Knight does avoid the spear, and off straight out with a nice dream core, but A and B, he's not done yet. He'll go after Yaren, but Yaren's running away way too quickly. So Luki will try to distract. 2 for 1 so far. Murderer still wanting to chase down Bloody Knight, who does eventually get to the high ground, but A and B still chasing him down, does eventually get the kill. And so it does end up being a 2 for 2 trade, and it does appear to be in the favor of the Raiders, as they did get the Batrider and the puck.
It was a bit better for them in terms of the heroes taken, but in terms of net worth and XP swing, slightly favorable towards DogChamp. So despite that kind of loss, they're still fairly happy. They're maintaining this 3k lead. Byzantine Raiders right now are really to find a fight. They hold the Aegis. They don't want to just farm with this Aegis. They need to work the map to get that done. But Ritsu switched out, actually opting for the Scotty. So any sustain you had now with a Scotty pickup instead of the Butterfly is going to be mitigated, you know?
Yeah, they got the lasso off onto Frugos, making sure that there was going to be no Hex to come out. Murderer will just stand his ground. He'll keep farming the creep wave. Not too afraid of this Batrider. I suppose for DogChamp right now, any kill they can get is just going to be nice, because it just buys more time for Ritsu to catch up on the Naga. And speaking of catching up, he is really starting to get ahead. 15.5k net worth lead, and it is set to grow very, very quickly. This could be very scary for the Byzantine Raiders, who had such a big advantage early on. And an immediate smoke up now from DogChamp. They're going to go for another team fight. Don't love that passive Midas though. Ritsu eventually use it. Still Borko. He's going to be targeted on the Abaddon, but they don't really want to commit everything on the position 5. The Abaddon of all things.
Yeah, they do avoid the smoke, so that's a pretty nice win. It's not getting caught out by that resource. DogChamp are still really happy about this, so still finding that farm on Ritsu. The BKB is up now for Alien Man Banana though, so all of that burst and burn damage you did have on it's not going to be as strong as you'd expect. It's Byzantine Raiders' time to smoke up as well.
They will. Still going to be very wary of that lasso. As well as that, if he gets songed with the BKB, he's going to be the only one that can be hit during the song duration. Murderer going to get started onto Luki. Luki realizing there's more around. Dream Coil towards the north being committed by Bloody Knight, just trying to hold down A and B, but the duel is going to come out, and they've got the puck still. The song is going to be there in time by Ritsu, and the duel is not going to be a victory, but Bloody Knight is still going to die as Ritsu does just TP out. It's going to be 2 going down for the side of DogChamp, and Byzantine Raiders once again able to find a bit of a victory here.
That one's a lot cleaner for BR. Really nice pickups to get. Unfortunate that they're not getting dual wins anymore on Alien Man Banana. Ritsu's spacing there was actually pretty darn nice as well in between the arena and the duel. So he's just at the right spot to sort of break up any further losses. Still, this is an opportunity for BR to go for a push. They're going to start melting that mid-tier 2 here.
That they are.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They are going to back off once the respawns do come out and the glyph is committed. You can see Ritsu as well, just glyph pushing the top lane, trying to force back the side of the Raiders. And the recall is going to be there, so they might want to go for a fight. But Yaren going to spot out Murderer immediately. Ritsu will get started on the Morphling, but the Joy is going to be there onto Lisa. They want that Batrider gone, and he is going to die, but A and B will along with him. Down the ensnare out on the Mars. This is looking pretty good for DogChamp so far. I say that, Murderer, he'll kill off Bloody Knight. And once that Morphling did respawn with that Aegis, Seems as though that was the cue to leave. They just don't seem to be able to deal with Murderer right now on the Morph either. So a 2-for-2 trade, not too bad, all things said and done. Still Ritsu, still going after Frugos here on the Shaman, and that Shackles is not going to save you, sir.
In over your...
Aaron is also being chased down by Murderer, but Ritsu will meet him halfway, and that is so much damage out. Ritsu! Murderer, oh, the Lincoln's going to save him. TP almost cancelled off.
Oh yeah.
This Naga Saranjan, he's hitting hard.
He is. The butterfly is just about done, so that's butterfly number 1 for Ritsu about to fly in. That is going to be a major spike for him, and he's already having a fantastic time on the Naga. This is exactly what you worry about when you see the Morphling into Naga. There's no defusal even. It's not even about mana control. Just the raw damage that Lucian's for pumping out is starting to become uncontrollable. And Ritsu is queuing up a second butterfly, by the way. So he's going back into it. He's actually... The madman goes back to it, Mike.
I love it. I love it.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I mean, it is pretty strong though, right? Like, it kind of favors him.
To be fair, no one wants to build an MKB here. Like, Murderer is saving up for it, but you know, it's not the typical item you want on your morph. Doesn't give you stats where you do want some strength or agi padding on the hero to get more value from your shotgun. You're not gonna have that on hand here. And Ritsu just keeps widening his lead. 6k up now for DogChamp. That is mainly riding on your Naga. You are sacking Raylalisa and Luki just a bit, but not by much. So you are getting a little bit more now on DogChamp's end, and it's just set to grow. Ritsu's just starting to hit that point in the game where you can't stop him, and he does switch out. He is going for Abyssal instead, which is a lot safer and a lot better of a pick compared to the Butterfly. You know, it gives you some utility, some stun, some control, and something to at least rip through the Lincolns as well.
Yeah, that's what I was about to mention. That Lincoln Sphere is going to be a real problem for Ritsu. I think he might even try to go for the Ensnare over the Abyssal and just use the Abyssal Blade to break the Lincoln Sphere. That Ensnare duration is quite long. The Abaddon or the LC isn't around to purge it off.
Yeah, that's the big issue. I think right now DogChamp has been really good in spacing out these fights so that Ritsu can focus in after the spells have been casted. So he doesn't worry about these purges too much. And they almost always commit onto Raylalisa. They never manage to commit onto this Naga. So Ritsu's just always at the right spot at the right time, which is kind of consistent with what we've seen out from Ritsu in, you know, when he does play as a sub here for DogChamp. It's just been consistently good spacing, good timings. There's the Basher flying in now, so he's got a chance to even get a lucky bash off in the middle of these fights. And BR, they've stalled out. Like, when you got the Shadow Shaman, you kind of wanted to clear a couple of tier 2s by this point, maybe start knocking in tier 3s, but they have given way too much space out to DogChamp. Now they're the ones playing in their jungle, kind of shoved back away from their triangle.
They are. Should be feeling very confident with this Basher up now on Ritsu.
Radiant's top tower.
Of course, he will probably just wait for the full Abyssal Blade before he does get moving with his team again. Speaking of moving with teams, though, Luki going to be caught out by his smoke rotation from the Raiders, but they don't really have that much damage, and Luki's going to survive through the duel. Meanwhile, they've got the shackles out onto Raylalisa, but he is going to be able to BKB and walk away thanks to the Song of Ritsu, as now they'll turn back around onto Frugos. They want the Shaman, and they'll get the Shaman. Borko trying to run. Dream Call there from Bloody Knight to lock in the Mars with the break from the Blinding Light. Cube is trying to run, but he has been snared, and he is going to go down.
In my presence?
Another great team fight now for DogChamp, and with an 8k net worth lead, they are starting to look very, very menacing. Mind you, you have the MKB up on Murderer, which is kind of nice up against the Naga Siren, but I don't really think he's going to be able to stand there and fight if Ritsu has all the illusions up.
It's way too difficult. Like, they've got the overwhelming odds to soften it up, but this tier 3 is going to fall fast, and they need at Mars Arena to deny some area off. They're really just not able to get control without it.
Oh. Bit of a misclick there by old Sejon. He blinked backwards instead of forwards.
Ooh. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, I mean, he popped his press the attack blade mail, so he definitely wanted to go forward. But, oh well, we all do it. Fine. Ritsu.
Oh,
Radiant Triangle gonna go after this Morphling now. Jewel not gonna be there in time. He does BKB up. He wants the chase. And he gets Ritsu in the end, but Rayleigh is gonna be there to help out. They'll get the lasso. Meanwhile, Luki and Bloody Nine are dying in the back lines. Alien Man and Banana still trying to fight this one out, but Ritsu is gonna song and just
Radiant's
TP
middle
straight out
tower
of
is
there.
under attack.
And now we have a team fight with the side of the Byzantine Raiders. Into the Roshan they go, and this is going to be a very nice, easy Roshan for them.
oh yeah, and you even have a double damage up on Murder to make this quicker. The Aegis and Cheese does fly out. Murder is going to have another second life for himself in this game. 20-16, 6k lead still standing for DogChamp. They have taken the tier 3 mid, so they are an objective up. Byzantine Raiders needs to make something happen with the Aegis. They have to be proactive. They need to take out these tier 2s, knock on the high ground, punish DogChamp while their spells are down. And if they can get that done while the song is down, then they have a lot they can take off the map. They have to worry about certain timings though. The Abyssal here is just about up. Just waiting for that last piece on the Vanguard. And once you've got that up, well, again, that bash and with the ensnare, it's going to be really hard to lock him down.
They know where he is. He went for the outpost, but the Yules is going to be on an illusion. They will realize the hard way as Ritsu just runs away. That is very unfortunate. As had that Yules landed, that would have been a dead Naga Siren. With that, the group up is going to be there from DogChamp back in their triangle. Do have the full Abyssal coming out. There you go. The smoke very soon. I mean, the Abyssal is going to be a pretty big power spike here for this Naga Siren. Especially if they're not expecting to be up here on the side of the Raiders. The problem is they're going to be fighting into an Aegis on the Morph, so it could be a little bit hard to get that smoke rotation going.
And we saw them kind of try that last time, right? Murderer had 2 lives. They did take out 1. Couldn't find a follow-up, so they're gonna have to space out their spell usage if they want to get that second life on Murder. Have to be careful though, as he does have a crit stick. The crystals is up, although
Lisa could go for a lasso. They'll break the Lincolns. He's still holding on to that lasso for now. Waits out the BKB and then will commit it. Murderer does have help coming in eventually, but the Abyssal was there, but still alive as Cube comes in, but drops the arena and the spear on the side. Luki, he was dropping a little bit, but looks like he is going to be fine as Ritsu continues to try and fight back on the Naga. They jump back in now with the duel from FMB, but he's not getting many hits on. They're still trying to burst down this Naga Siren, but Ritsu is surviving. He has a song. Can he get it off in time? Oh. He will get the illusions out. Ritsu is still walking away. The massive dream call there from Bloody Nine. He will hold all of them down. They are still walking and they will eventually find him. Murderer does get the waveform off. They also get on the keep of the light. Oh, so darn close for DogChamp to get out of there, but eventually the Raiders do find the target they came for. And with that, the Raiders gonna go for that top tier 2 tower now.
Oh man, Ritsu just held on to that song for way too long. There's a lot of plays out. He went into Treeland but was greedy, and now they might catch Bloody Nine.
They may, but they don't have Jewel. Not that it really matters. Murderer does still manage to pick up the kill very easily onto Bloody Nine.
Top tower is under attack.
So that top tier 2 tower guaranteed to go down. I don't think they have time to go high ground. They'll have to probably just back off and
Dire's top
get back to farming a bit, but it looks like they're going to try and do a bit of damage. They don't have circle wards either.
Dire's structures.
They do a lot of damage.
Yeah, Murderer is
right
very hard.
Madman.
Turns out I was wrong,
up as well. Murder is just, yeah, that melts way too fast. Idolist up as well, so if anyone pokes their head out to defend, it'd be in a world of hurt. One set of racks, did have the backdoor kick and prove it, but not enough to stop the morph. So one melee racks, that does give Byzantine Raiders a slight lane edge now, and exactly what they wanted to achieve with the Aegis. So another great set of events here for the Radiant side. Do manage to start pulling ahead. Ritsu is facing some durability issues. He's trying to save up for a heart now on the Nut. which will help him stand and fight. I think maybe even a Source of Life Steal would be good. He does have the Paladin Sword, which kind of helps out, but not quite enough. We'll see how else Ritsu builds down the line. Ray Lelisa is still saving up for his Yults into the Wind Waker, and that could be one way to take control and bail out your allies as well. Issue is, Wind Waker is a very expensive item, so we're not going to see that anytime soon, and he does swap out for a Linken's instead.
Yeah,
it should come out a bit earlier.
Keep in mind, he did just pick up a Shiver's Guard, so you've got that new itemization there on the Bat Rider now. On the other side, though, you see the AC popping up on A and B. Here on his side of things. He goes here Aegis higher, but they are feeling quite strong here, Byzantine Raiders. Nice arcane rune there for AMP. Straight into DogChamp. Waveform in. Ritsu gonna spot out Murderer. They'll break the Lincolns, but AMB looks for a duel still. The lasso does come out in time, but do they have the damage output? AMB's falling low, and he does go down. Onto the Shaman. They got Frugos. Now the arena has been dropped. They want Ray Lisa, and they do get the Bat Rider, but it's still looking very, very bad for the Raiders, and they're trying to run, but they are being held down very nicely here by DogChamp. They're gonna find another. Walko does die. Cube trying to TP is going to make it out. And so will Murderer. But a 3-for-1 trade. It's going to be a nice little win there for DogChamp. And they're going to try and go high ground as well.
Yeah, I mean, without the LT and without Arena, it's going to be harder to deny the area off, so they clean up the bots at Arax. They're going to go down mid, and Ritsu does do a lot of damage. They are forced to buy back to just prevent this now.
They are. They don't have that middle LC available. Murderer.
The silence. No.
Silence with the Eye of Skadi and Murderer. I don't know. He must have just not expected that. He's on the Mars now. They make the jump. Cube in a very awkward position and is going to die. And that might be GG.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
There's buybacks available, but they don't really want to commit it like this. But they have to.
They've got to stop it. They're holding out for now, but the tier 4s are going to go.
Very, very awkward couple of deaths there for Byzantine Raiders after such a great performance this game. It's going to be that much harder to deal with DogChamp now that the Heart of Taras is coming out on Ritsu. They are still not buying back. Alright, they're really going to bide their time and wait for that right moment. There's your buyback now, Murderer with the duel out from A and B, but the lasso was there as well. That was cancelled off. They've got Ritsu. They'll kill him off. The Naga's gone. Ray Lisa also in trouble, is going to die. And meanwhile, in the tree line, he has been caught by Frugos.
Tower is under attack.
So the patience game did pay off for the Raiders. While they still lost 2 lanes of rats, they do protect their Ancient, and they do wipe out the side of DogChamp. And perhaps with that wipe, they can try high ground themselves again.
Yeah, I think they will want the security of Roche. We'll see in about 7 seconds when it'll be up. If that's an early Roche, you know the game's rigged. If that literally spawns right now, that'd be insane. No, it's a 2-minute Roche, so they're not going to have the option. They're going to have to risk high ground. And there's no buyback on Ritsu, so it's going to be difficult for DogChamp, but this should even out the lanes.
The buyback Ray Lisa either. He's only got about 20 more seconds to go, but it seems without the Naga Siren, it's going to be a very, very hard defense.
Middle barracks are under attack.
They'll get the rats, and they are also going to go for tier 4s as there is a bot tier 2 tower still standing. The Murderer thinks better of it. They're just going to back off and play the safe game. They don't have a buyback on their morphs. They don't really want to risk dying right now. And the game, it basically evens out once again.
Yeah, it's really close from both sides. 5k lead on DogChamp doesn't amount to too much. And again, they sacrifice Ray Lisa and Luki's farm to get to that point on Ritsu. So most of that difference is just Naga. It's been paying off, but Ritsu, we'll see if the heart is enough to really tank him up. Like the moment he gets caught out, he still tends to fall, but the heart is going to give him some added durability, and some here they want to go out and find a pick off and start getting some punishment on those buybacks.
Who they can't catch out though.
Oh,
The BKB is going to be up on
BKBs, though.
Cube. It's going to be a big surprise.
That's like 3 BKBs. More BKB, Shadow Shaman, and Morris BKB.
Radiant's
That's a
courier
lot
has
to
been
block
killed.
off, and that's going to fix a lot of their issues in these fights.
All 10-second durations to top it all off. Very difficult team fight here for DogChamp, and this could be a very smart little play from the Raiders with these BKBs. Assuming they don't reveal them, DogChamp will not be expecting that many to pop up at once, especially 41 minutes into the game. Be a bit of a counter smoke now from the Raiders. Roshan is up. Ritsu trying to walk into the triangle. Murderer does break the smoke and now gets started. AB, he's been lassoed up immediately, but he's not going to take too much damage. He's already been BKB'd as well as Ritsu trying to get the song up into the Morphling. He's the only one BKB'd right now, and Murderer's going to die. Does come out, but it's too darn late. They've lost their position 1, they've lost their position 2. Orko, he's trying to fight back along with Frugos and Cube, but this game is looking pretty darn over as Frugos is going to die. A triple kill out for Ritsu.
Radiant's middle tower.
And all it
has
took
fallen.
was one good song. Murderer was the only one to commute at that time, so nobody could help him through the song duration. It's called, and that is going to be a very bitter kind of defeat here for the Raiders, as it was a very, very close match. And a lot of the game, John, it looked like they were going to be the ones to take it. But DogChamp, props to them, they do come back in a very, very fun way. The Raiders, you got to be feeling a bit bad after that one.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Keeper of the light.
Radiant team pick.
League's assassin.
Dire team pick.
Mars!
Radiant team ban.
Riki.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds Dire remaining. Team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Mariska has arrived.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Clockwork.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yep.
Radiant team pick.
Points away.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Phantom Assassin.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban.
Out.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Imber spirit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Asked me. There was one guy when we casted Southeast Asia that asked me every single cast, is that the same shirt? Even though I made it a mission of mine to have a different shirt every single time, because that guy was keeping an eye on me.
Prepare for battle.
All according to
The next
plan.
label play. The next label play.
Don't give him a shout out, John. He doesn't deserve that.
My horse says nay, and so do I.
It's not the same shirt, by the way, John. Thank you very much.
Handsome devil, aren't I?
No, you don't, Jonathan. My wife doesn't take notice. You don't take notice. Nobody takes notice of me. I'm just invisible to everyone. Oh, Ritsu, nice impale there from
30
Steel Borka.
seconds to battle.
Ritsu trying to find a way out of this. Does avoid the next brambles, but a nice fuck from Cube. And the block is there. He's gone. Murderer is going to be the one to pick up the first blood. And the tip comes out immediately from AMB. Oh, that's a great start for Murderer. You love to see that on a Ricky. First blood gold going your way. He's going to get a very early health. He's already got a passive region of 4.3 for some reason on an Agi core. So once the Ring of Health is there, you just can't harass him out anymore. It's borderline impossible. Ironically enough, John, still Borko on the Nixus also has 4.3 base region for some reason as an Agi hero. So, you know, I don't really get it, but Ice Frog likes Agi heroes apparently. Yep.
Denied.
My horse says nay,
Of
and
course,
so
up at top
do
lane, you've got still Borko going up against Yaren in terms of the support duos, and Murderer and Lukey to be there on the Mars and Ricky respectively. Now, I honestly don't believe Murderer is going to have a very tough time. Ricky doesn't mind the Mars. Again, Ring of Health is on the Courier right now, so Murderer is going to have a lot of passive regen coming in. And unless they can burst him down, I just don't see him dying. However, down at bot lane, somebody may die as Frugos and Cube were falling very low, but looks like Storm Bloody Nine are going to be forced back by Cube. Frugos is going to be able to eat a nice tango and be able to regen himself up. And I've got to say, all the lanes look pretty decent here from Byzantine Raiders. I don't really see much of a weakness in any of their lanes.
Sorry, friends.
He would have loved Bloody Knight to get close to that battery assault. In fact, the cogs, Frugos, he's been caught out. And I believe that should mean his death as he just stands still and survives. None of the battery assaults were actually hitting Frugos that whole time, and now Ritsu's in trouble. He'll blink strike away. Very, very close call there for Frugos. Gonna be able to salve up and he's gonna be able to stick around.
My horses neigh, and so do
Top lane. Yaren ends up killing still Borko. It's what I was really expecting there from the Keeper of the Light. It does look like it was a solo kill as well, of all things, so... Fortunately I missed it, John, so I didn't really see how it happened.
Dire's structures are fortified.
That they do. Yeah, I don't really think they're going to kill Yaren here. Murderer a bit too low on HP to really keep chasing, but he's going to try onto Luki. Do you have another Impale? He fit, but Murderer just wanting that large cap to himself. Another Illuminate gonna fly through, but not really connecting on anyone. And he does end up getting the creep straight onto the Mars now, trying to get a kill, but a nice spear. They make it so Murderer does get forced back, but look at that regen, John. He's literally got a tango going all the time. Bot lane, they do end up getting cubed. Ritsu and Bloody Knight able to secure a kill, and now top lane, they do end up getting Murderer. Luki landing a nice spear into the God's Rebuke, and I guess I kind of jinxed it. Mid lane, Ray Lisa is all by himself right now. It's like Alien Man of Banana. He went to the neutral camps and he's just gonna steal away this stack that he's... I believe he actually made it himself anyway, so it's not like it was really the end of stack to begin with. Bot lane, Bloody Nine does end up going down to Frugos. So it'll pick up there down at the bot lane for the Byzantine Raiders. All top, Luki. Ganked up here by still Borko, but he is spotted by the Keeper of the Light. There now with the Illuminate, gonna fly right through Murderer, and that's a lot of damage out. Murderer just taking the whole thing. Blink strike away, another Illuminate, tricks the trade, being a bit late there, but he does again survive. Just barely. Meanwhile, they have started again. Cube is going to go down here to Ritsu. Frugos could also be in a spot of danger. He does drop the brambles. Ritsu just trying to dance his way around.
I'm grateful.
Fine. Let's get stumped up by Bloody Nine. Still a very nice kill on that Tango.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Every time I look away, I thought he was fine. Was that just an Illuminate connect, John? Arena is down. Luki setting up once again onto Borko, and they get another kill. Everything going very, very well for DogChamp. Very smooth start to the game, apart from that initial first blood, and Ritsu accidentally saying GG well played does give them the sorry. Murderer, that is a very risky play to make. He will blink strike, but now Luki gets a nice spear off.
Comforting rule.
Probably won't have the damage output
generation.
anyway to kill him off. Murderer really trying to play on the edge here. Luki just continues to pressure forward against that tier 1 tower. Oh, nice spear. He's not really avoiding those spears at all with the tricks of the trade. Luki has been very, very good at just landing them every single time, and Murderer not able to react quick enough, it seems. Not quite yet, anyway. Is after the Dark Willow, Frugos turning back around for that Shadow Dance, or rather the Shadow Realm strike. Borko gets a tip meanwhile in the top lane, which means the kill is probably going to happen, and they do get the Arena Spear onto Murderer, but he will use his stick charges and survive. While Borko is going to go down. Luki getting a tip from Ritsu now, and I'm going to give it to him. He's doing a great job. Does end up missing that spear, but Murderer go back in. Another risky kind of attempt. He's going to take the Illuminate. Go for the Blink Strike back onto Yaren.
He's under attack.
Have to be slightly careful for a few seconds, but he does recall Luki back in. And everything goes back to as it was. He's under sentry. He's underneath the sentry ward right now. He's gonna run. Yaren. Luki, no dust.
Dire's structures are fortified.
But it's just so much pressure being applied.
Dire's middle tower.
And it's basically just giving... Ritsu shows up. I was about to say Ritsu should be free farming right now on that PA.
Dire's top tower.
He's farming heroes right now, which is just as good.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
That being said, down at bot lane, they've got the clockwork, so Bloody Nine is going to die for their trouble. But in comparison to the Riki dying, it means nothing. DogChamp should be very, very satisfied
Dire's
regardless.
top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Still Borko. Oh, nice hook shot there from Bloody Nine. Straight onto the Willow into the arena. That is going to be a very, very dead Frugos.
Enemies close, and their corpses
Precious bunk.
Could have spotted Borko there underneath that sentry ward, but they aren't going to be able to keep up with the Nyx Assassin. He is out of range of that true sight now. At least they're going to be careful. They do have Doom available, and Impel is going to be there, so they commit everything, but a nice cogs out from Bloody Nine. Going to try and buy time for this Empire. Rayla Lisa's still alive. They kill off Borko, and Yaren should be able to secure it. Deny is the swashbuckle. They still get the kill. The deny was not there in time. AMB does pick it up. On the brighter side, he doesn't really get the experience, so DogChamp, they just lose a hero, but now Yaren's going to go down. Murderer, a nice rotation there on the Riki. Here, another kill. And he's still pretty far behind in terms of farm. At least with that kill that he just picked up, he gets a bit of a bonus and come back towards the top lane now and keep farming up.
Jackpot.
Mid lane, Bloody Nine, he didn't have enough mana for the cogs pushback. Very, very unfortunate. He will go down as now Rayla Lisa trying to fight this one out, but actually gets a bit of mana there from Yaren.
That was
A bit more damage off onto AMB, but that's going to be
Dire's
enough.
bottom tower is under attack.
believe Bloody Nine really wanted to cogs push back the next assassin so Ray Lisa could just finish him off. The mana just was not there and the stick was on cooldown. Trying to go after Murderer, who does Blink Strike out of the arena, but he is still dusted up and being chased down. He's going to try for the TP play, and looks like he will be fine to get out. Nice little escape there from Murderer. Only problem being he had to TP back all the way to the fountain. He's got no boots, so he is moving a bit slower than you'd like, and is still going to be a very, very slow kind of creep up for himself. Meanwhile, Die Triangle. Hogs is there by Bloody Nine, but he's taking a bit too much damage. Luki doesn't have the spear available, so he can't finish off Borko, and now the Cursed Crown is going to be there by Frugos. He does at least get a spear off onto the Dark Willow, but it may not matter. He'll keep trying to run. The Impel won't land. Luki is actually going to survive through this as the Blink. No, it's going to be there from Alien. He will commit the Doom just in case, but now the Deny attempt on the neutrals. Can he get it off? Not quite. Lisa might be in danger now, but mid lane, Yaren was also in danger as he dies to Murderer on the Riki.
Dire's middle tower.
Ray Lisa should eventually be able to get himself out. But that did seem to favor Byzantine Raiders quite a bit.
Coming in.
Deceptive rune of invisibility.
They got a nice chains off. That's a big target onto AMP. They're going to be able to get it now. The hook shot out from Bloody Nine, connecting on two heroes. Murderer stuck in the cogs for now. He'll go for the tricks of the train. Frugos also going to survive as they don't have the damage, but no, Ritsu, he jumps in with the crit onto Frugos. Cube, Rolling Thunder is there. A nice spear out from Luki. He's going to finish off Borko. Chains out. Murderer trying to fight back, but Ritsu jumps right back in onto this Riki. They do eventually still get the Mars. And Murderer does get himself out. Turn back around now onto this PA is Ritsu. He might just have to fight, but he cannot. The smoke screen is there. And the tip is out once again from A and B onto Ritsu.
A little something extra.
For the Ithil's gold given.
Precious bounty.
I owe you one.
Behold my searing chains.
The Impale is out by still Borko. Ray Lisa, he just picked up a full Desolator. That Impale. Let's just save the life of that Pangolier. Of course, one of the other casters in the lobby was very, very happy to see that Murderer does have brown boots up. A very nice sight there for the Riki. Still Borko, he's been caught out. Luki, a nice arena spear once again onto that Nyx, and he is still underneath the sentry. No way out for him, and Ray Lisa will happily take the kill for himself. They're going to slowly start sieging the mid-tier 1 tower. And I do mean slowly. There is no real tower pusher here. Suppose with the Deso on Ray Lisa, you can get a few hits in and speed things up just a little bit. Bloody Bloody Nine. The battery assault making it hard to get the stun off, and now the Cogs push back. Cube is going to blink forward with the Rolling Thunder, and he's got some great control, or maybe not, as Bloody Nine. He hook shots out of there. Now Ray Lisa looking to turn back around onto Borko and AMB, but the BKB Doom is going to be out. They've got the Ember under control, but here comes Ritsu on the PA, trying to get a lucky crit onto this Doom, and not getting one quite yet as Murderer. The smoke screen is there. He's going to lock down the PA for a little bit, but Ritsu is going to blur and walk away. Now the Fear is out, connecting on multiple heroes as Cube gets one. Bloody Nine also goes down, and so does Yaren. It's a 3-for-1 trade for Byzantine Raiders. And just like game number 1, their early to mid game is looking pretty darn good already.
Is under attack.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They've got Borko. Does get the sentry down from Bloody Nine, and that means the Nyx Assassin is gone.
My friends, is why metal will never die.
Force Murderer to just start backing off immediately on the Ricky. His own life away, obviously. Took a lot of catching up to do for himself. However, they have caught out Luki on this Mars. He's going to try and drop the arena, but he is set to die, and he will indeed go down. He's in another stun onto Yaren. Ray Lisa is going to be recalled into the stun. Oh, that was not it. That is so unfortunate. And Yaren, rightfully so, gets some tips from the enemy side.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Rock it on.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Frugos going to try and go onto Ritsu. He would love the Doom on this PA, and it looks like they might just get it as the hook shot. Not going to land, and the Doom will make sure they get the kill. And B again handing out the tips to Ritsu. Murderer. Not there quite yet, but Cube does commit the Rolling Thunder, and now they get Bloody Nine into more. They've got Ray Lisa with the control from this damn Rolling Thunder. Just so strong from Cube.
Of course.
Oh, they Luki. Marine gonna be dropped, but they should have enough damage here. Be more than happy to just dive this. That they will. Does Yule's up. It's only gonna prolong the inevitable though.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Not sure what happened with that disconnect, by the way. It just seems like my internet, you know, completely just went out for a couple seconds, but looks pretty stable again. Oh, nice hook shot. Yeah, Bloody Nine, that was a great hook shot. TP, it's gonna be there. Shadow Realm will keep him safe. Love the, yeah,
Boom,
love the
there
Shadow
it
Realm.
goes.
Radiant are scanning.
Do it with flair.
Beautiful.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And it's up.
Now well and truly on their way to making a comeback this game, Byzantine. That Daedalus is going to be quite a painful experience once he does have up.
Is under attack.
There it goes.
What is this itemization from Rich? Double Crystallis.
Dire's
Is he actually going to buy a second
fortified.
Crystallis?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, the Crystallis stats are pretty great value. Like damage, obviously the 30% chance for 160%, pretty nice. You can crit on the crit, like you mentioned, so having two of them would amplify your chances to get a crit on top of your own inbuilt crit. Still mid lane, they are going to catch out Yaren on the... I've just never seen this kind of build up on a PA before. I'm going to try and...
Tower is under attack.
I'm going to try not to judge it. Yeah, let's wait and see how it does work out. As oh, that's a nice route out from Frugos. Bloody Nine going to have a shot to try and buy time for it to get out, but the fear is going to be there with the Doom and the stun, and he's gone. Great rotations there from the Byzantine Raiders. They continue to just kind of roam the map as a team and becoming very, very effective. Cube is going to be fine.
In some areas where electricity costs vary,
Rock it on.
Does. I suppose it's not really too much of a... Can I say this? It feels like you do need a BKB on this PA, but speaking of BKB, AMB is going to be forced to pop his own to be able to get out of this situation. I realize you're up against the Doom, but you've still got the Rolling Thunder, the Impale, the Brambles, the Cursed Crown, the Smokescreen. There's so many things that the BKB can help with this game. But he's all in on damages. They have caught out Murderer. Problem is, Luki's already died to still Vorko, and now Luki9 is going to be chased down by our Ricky. Vorko really wants this kill, gets the Vendetta strike, and Cube is going to be able to finish him off, and now Rayla Lisa has been caught out, and he's going to die. Very dominant game.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Puck!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Little Dolan.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Keeper of the light. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Points away.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. 10 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Earth Shaker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Sand.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Bloodseeker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds Radiant remaining. Team ban. Queen of Pain. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Praise King!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Templar Assassin.
You may now select your heroes.
True. Sorry, John. I'm literally checking my internet status right now as we're in the chat.
Yeah.
You can have a little discussion, like. Go on. It is. You didn't want me to explain to the viewers who 99% probably haven't watched Violet Evergarden. You want me to explain to them what it...
Lie down. Have a cookie.
It's about a... It's about a young lady who literally writes letters every episode. That's the whole anime. She writes letters for people, by the way, not her own letters. She writes them for other people. No idea what John, and I'd rather not know. I already watched Violet Evergarden thanks to you. Highly regretful. That?
30 seconds to battle.
I'm a simple man, John. Hey.
Don't be negative. Be positive.
Where are you watching?
So is Cowboy Bebop, John. You gonna tell me that's bad?
I'm seeing red.
Let's get into the
amazing.
game. For goodness sake, Jonathan. Lukey is going to be there to secure bounty rates at the top side. Of course, the bottom side is going to be secured by the Byzantine Raiders. I apologize for all the people that don't watch anime out there. Go on. I really like this Raid King pickup, and we didn't really mention it much in the draft.
Courier has been
It does seem very, very potent. Still, Frugos does manage to get the courier off Bloody 9. That little snipe there by Frugos. But this laning stage, at least in the offlane of the Byzantine Raiders, is not going to be very, very easy whatsoever. Of course, moving over to the mid lane, you do have Rayla Lisa there up against Alien Mana Banana.
The fake
A and B.
You say.
It should really be a lane. It just favors A and B based off the fact that he has refraction. So you have a way of getting through the refraction with the Shadow Strike, but I imagine the TA really shouldn't suffer too much. It's going to be a bit of a here for A and B. Yeah.
Denied.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Bloody 9 bot lane pulling very low for the puck, but does manage to get himself out with the jaunt. Of course, he's going to try to deny off this large camp pool, but he could die in the process, as they are going to bring Ritsu in as well. Now Cube's in trouble. This Pango's going to take a lot of damage. Can he find his way up? One more hit would have done it, but no. Fisher there from Frugos. Swayed from chasing any further. On the brighter side, DogChamp do get what they initially wanted, which was to deny that large camp pool. A lot of damage out, especially when Ritsu hits the crit.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Frugos, though, once again killing off Bloody Nine's courier, so Bloody Nine just can't catch. Brugos is now going to make the rotation into the mid lane. Does want to try and set up a kill here in this mid. Can't land the Fisher. They might actually have enough burst damage to kill off Ray Lisa before he can blink away. Ray Lisa going to farm underneath the tier 1 tower, and of course Frugos going to go back and try to secure a power rune. While bot lane is where the first blood does happen. Bloody Nine does manage to get the first blood on his own on the puck. Of course, they are very well aware in that case that Frugos has rotated on the Earthshaker. Meanwhile, top lane Murderer also dropping extremely low on the Bloodseeker, but he does get himself out.
Deepest thanks.
Borko out of position here. He's going to try for the TP play, and it should be enough. Go back towards the tier 1. And unfortunately, didn't have a salve available. Illuminate also going to fly through, but it will only land onto Murderer. Spot out Borko. Does have enough now for the burrow, but here comes the Blood Right. He does get a strike off in time, but it's going to be a lot of damage being pumped out here by Murderer, and Lukey has gone too far. They do at least get Borko in the end, but it's not worth it. Not worth your Sand King's life.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Earth Bounty.
Lewis, nice block here on Taritsu. He's going to try and fight back as Cube might be the one to drop. Bloody Nine is going to go for it, and Cube is dead. It started off as a very, very nice block onto Ritsu, but they just didn't have the damage output to actually threaten his life. He was just fine the whole time. So straight back to farming for himself. No real threat here for him. Just judging by his farm, he's going to have a very good game.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Right, for now, no Blink Dagger available. Excuse me, no Blink available. Ray Lisa is going to die. Mana Banana once again. On point with the tips. To the mid-quap. So 3-2 now, 6.5 minutes in.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They have enough mana in the Blood Right, and it was on cooldown anyway, but they do finally get it off with the shackles there from Borko. Borko will die for this, but Lukey is probably going to die along with him. That's another kind of worth a kill here for the Byzantine Raiders. Murderer is going to get himself 2 kills now on this game number 3. Because there's not really much to slow him down either. He's probably also going to have a pretty decent game. Yeah. Ooh, Illuminate did not connect. Ray Lisa is going to this. Does back off, and Murderer will still die.
Bloody murder.
Still ends up being a nice play here from the Quap.
Radiant's middle tower.
Problem is, while he's doing that, the mid lane is being forced in by AMB, but Lukey is going to TP in and take care of it. He'll defend the mid tower.
Arcane energies.
Yeah, and Bloody Nine's going to stick around on the puck and see if he can just slow this push down as Borko. Shackles is going to be there. onto Ritsu, but he will happily take the life of the Shadow Shaman. Of course, that is going to be a very quick T1 top tower as mid lane, Lukey. Epicenter committed. He does manage to get the kill onto Frugos now, and that will force A and B back
Dire's
into
top
the mid
tower
lane.
is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, he's fine. No way to stop him from that. No rolling thunder yet from Cube. He is just a little bit of XP off that
Radiant's
pulsive
middle
timing.
tower is under attack.
Now. But it seems like they are going to have to really wait out A and B to get that farm up and maybe get the death serve. They're actually going for a Dragonlance first, but once he has the death swap is generally when you'd see this TA get involved. A nice Fisher from Frugos, catching out the Wraith King, and now the shackles will be there from Borko. And A&B, of course, going to take a nice, easy kill. That'll be the reincarnation life, though. He'll need to try and turn around and get the second, but a nice Sonic Wave out from Rayla Lisa. Catching on to two, and Borko is going to die, and so will Frugos. Great turnaround there from Team DogChamp. A&B is going to stick around, buy his tier 2 tower, but there's no way he can get any kind of value out of this. In fact, a Burrow Strike is going to be out onto Cube now. He does get the Rolling Thunder out in time. Rayla Lisa, TP straight out in front of them. Lukey has a Burrow Strike in a second. Will commit it to the low ground, and he also TPs away, and they have no way to cancel it. Just none. And Lukey now has the full blinker.
Radiant structures are fortified.
None for you.
That they do. Ritsu able to get another kill thanks to the Dream Call of Bloody Knight in mid lane. They're diving in. They got Cube, and Borko, he can't survive this. He'll shackles, he'll buy a bit more time, but Rayla Lisa will happily take the kill off him. And it's already a 12-3, 4k net worth lead. The T1 mid tower is gone. Lukey. I believe that was another misblink that we've seen this series. Does blink backwards rather than up towards the north, and they're going to try and make the jump onto A and B, but what can you do? I have to leave for now. Maybe not. A and B still trying to get back into his triangle. Murderer, Rupture is there onto Rayla Lisa, but he's just going to blink. They do have the blood right. Frugos should be able to land a nice Fisher. That silence is wearing off. Rayla Lisa doesn't have Rupture anymore and can't blink away now. Luke, the double burrow, Echo also being committed. It's a lot of damage, and they do kill off two. Still chasing for more. They caught out Rayla Lisa, and Garen also going to go down.
Swiftly to the temple's defense.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Worthy tribute.
There is. Into that dire jungle, they're still well and truly ahead, so they can definitely just get in there and take another team fight if they want. Blink now available on A and B, and he's actually going to be spotted out by Luki with a Burrow Strike and the Sandstorm. It's a lot of damage being pumped. They do kill him off, but Lisa will die as well. Back onto Cube. Epicenter. He will Rolling Thunder away. Meanwhile, 29 has been controlled up by the Shackles, still alive. However, Luki's active now as he tries to Burrow Strike, but it is not going to work out in his favor. He will tie in Cube. Luki, no. He's indeed playing Pango.
Order of magnitude.
Got that Radiance.
Dire are scanning.
Sanj up. Become a lot scarier for this TA. Maelstrom up on Murderer, so a bit more damage output from him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Still just controlling that Dire side jungle. Tied to DogChamp.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Precious
Radiant's
bump.
bottom tower is under attack.
Bloody Nine. Right option. Bloody Nine is going to try for a TP, but Borko is going to be a cancel, and they will get themselves a nice
Dire's
puck kill.
top tower is under attack.
In the meantime, though, their top tier 2 tower is dropping pretty darn quick. So you could argue Bloody Nine just bought the space to make that push happen. That tower going down, it's kind of worth him dying. It's really not too bad.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Got our Cube. There is a recall there. Luki. The Burrow Strike ready and does go for it into the Sandstorm. Bloody Nine lands a coil. They do break the leash. They should have the damage out to take him down, and they do. On to the Wraith King they go. But Luki with a nice Burrow Strike onto A and B, but he's going to turn around with the Surf Wards now. And Monsieur Sand King gone.
Your death
Murderer
is a secret I
looking to go for more as they did commit the buyback on Borko.
illusion.
So that's going to be about it. DogChamp, they've backed off. I say that, Ritsu's going to go back in now on A and B. You're going to be just fine.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's courier has been killed.
Borko, he just fought back. He's gone. One crit out from Ritsu.
Your co-conspirators.
Now that's a dieback on the Shaman.
Dire's middle tower is under
Radiant
attack.
are scanning.
Looks like he will. He does pop the Blood Riot. That makes it very obvious into the epicenter and Burrow. And on top of that, the Orchid from Lisa is going to make it a very easy kill to secure. And that's your position 1 going down for Byzantine Raiders. So this game is only getting harder and harder as time goes on. Ritsu?
The irony is
Okay, he's gonna lose his first line. But he would have liked to lose it. It looks like he's gonna be able to retreat anyway. Or is he? Cube trying to go for the Rolling Thunder. Bloody Nine missing out on the Dream Coil. And that'll be enough. Maybe not. Yeah, he went for that double damage rune. We'll be able to blink away. They do. Way down towards NoName, but Luki has already TP'd his way out. Gonna occupy the Radiant side jungle. Nobody around to be killed off. Raiders' smoke may lead to nothing. You spot out Yaren in the mid lane, but he's already on the run. Looks like he's gonna be just fine to get out. Yeah, the smoke just leads to nothing at all. B gonna try and go back into his jungle, but everyone's TPing out. Looks like they're going down towards the bot lane where Murderer has been spotted and he's gonna die once again all alone. Well, they ran into Ritsu. They might be able to get a nice trade for themselves, but they've got to go through 2 lives. Ritsu is going to have help coming in the form of Luki. He is surrounded, however, by Serpent Wards, but a nice Spyro strike out on Ritsu. He's out of there. Onto Frugos. He'll lose his first life. Meanwhile, the epicenter onto A and B, really doing quite a bit of damage for Ritsu. He does take down Frugos, and now Borko gone. Release is in, and they found pretty much everyone. And the tips go back to A and B.
Dire's courier has been killed.
I'll take your tribute.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Worthy tribute. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This draft timing for the Raiders is becoming a little bit late. Fisher not going to land on Bloody 9. And I said a little bit late, but it is looking very, very late. Not that they're guaranteed to lose this game, but it's certainly not looking like a very healthy one for them. Not into the Raid King. Luki, nice double burrow strike. That'll be Borko going down. They just don't want to fight. Rolling Thunder is going to be in with the Rupture onto the Sand King, but he'll use up. Meanwhile, A and B being chased down by Yaren on the Keeper of the Light of all things. They will come back for the Sand King, and now Bloody 9. He's also going to die. Ritsu is a man on the run, and so is Yaren. Yaren's been dusted. Certainly going to die here, and does. So ultimately, it does end up panning out in the favor of the Byzantine Raiders. It looked like it was going to be a pretty bad start for them, but they make it work. DogChamp, I suppose, just going to be slightly careful not to go in like that with only 2 or 3 heroes. It's pretty darn quick, but they are going to try and jump in. Ritsu, he's in there. They'll see the Roshan help. Sonic Wave out. Raylalisa, he does not get the Aegis, but he gets a kill onto Cube. Raylalisa now on the run as A and B is chasing him down. Instead, they'll focus their attention towards Cube, and they'll get a Pangolier kill for themselves, as well as a Shaman kill. So they got the Aegis on the Raiders. That might just be a farming Aegis, though. I just don't see them being able to get many objectives or get a good team fight going even with this Aegis in hand. Bait. Spotted. Luki actually looking towards Murderer. It's a very similar scenario to what happened earlier on, They haven't got the full team in that dire triangle, so this could be a very dangerous predicament for DogChamp if they do make the initiation. As you look at Ritsu, he's across the map, so he's not interested in getting involved with that team fight right now. Of course, you can recall him in. That didn't work the last team fight. Bot lane, there's that Fisher, the aftershocks, the Echo Slam being committed, but Rayla Lisa is out. They do at least get Bloody 9. Damn Earthshaker
Dire's
shots.
top tower is under attack.
Mid lane. Luki, and the Burrow strike out. Frugos does get the Fisher, but the Yules was there in time. Bloodright, Hex, all of it going to be thrown onto Luki, and they do get the Sand King. He did.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That thing. B still has the Aegis, so he feels okay. They're trying to find Borko. Borko is going to be just fine.
Yeah.
What to change?
Certainly. I'd say it's going to cause a lot of issues. Murderer mid lane. Fine, there'll be a smoke right behind him.
Dire are scanning.
Trying to use Murderer as bait in that mid.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's going to be some very unfortunate timing for that smoke, as that Aghanims is now available on Bloody 9. I'm going to go for this without really seeing the Aghs.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
In fact, Borko kind of reveals his position, but perhaps he's trying to go for a bait as Luki does jump in with the burrow, and that'll be your shaman gone. In fact, it was not a bait. They just wanted that ward. AMB does blink away. Luki looking for a burrow, does go onto Cube. Gonna swashbuckle. Murderer. We just find the trap slow will be enough to dissuade Ritsu, but now they're going to turn back around. They want that Sand King dead. They do get the stun off, but the Sonic Wave Murderer, he's gone. Yaren should die to A and B and does. Can they go for any more? It's like Bloody 9. Arden does jaunt towards the left, but a nice Fisher there from Frugos and A and B. He's going to clean him up.
Miles.
Still a good team fight for the Raiders.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Not willing to give up this mid T1.
Dire's bottom tower.
Rayla Lisa, that is a very aggressive blink in. And he's going to get hexed for it. He might just be punished here. They do aim him down, but he does pop his BKB, and he will go even further into Cube. And, well, Cube doing... He's trying to drift his way out of there, but it is not going to work out.
You'll never know the mysteries.
Yaren,
They share my form, but not my code.
the aftershocks, they're kind of insane. Yeah. What? I was gonna say, why is that a funny note? Sounds like a rather dangerous note, John.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower
I was about to
has
say.
fallen.
Ritsu? Very confident to just farm up that mid lane. Olive.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Straight onto Luki. Disha is there, the aftershocks. It's not quite enough, and now the Dream Core has been expended. Straight onto the TA. Ritsu gonna keep going armed to A and B, but does he have the damage up on the Sonic Wave? Is there from Raylisa. Alien still running, and he's gonna be fine as Murderer. Needs to run himself. The Cube, he's back in with the Rolling Thunder, and they've got Raylisa. They'll kill off the Queen of Pain. Onto the Hex and the Echo being committed on the Wraith King. He's still alive, and now the Epi Burrow comes out. Luki found two. And Ritsu still has that reincarnation life. He's gonna die once. 49 being hexed up. But Ritsu wants to keep going back onto Borka with all the skeletons, and now another Burrow Strike out from Luki to set up onto A and B, and Ritsu is godlike. Great team fight there from DogChamp.
Radiant structures are fortified.
A prize!
Haste.
Murder is not safe. Yeah, Murder on trying to get a haste rune, trying to go for the bounties, but he's been caught out. And Ritsu is, he's having a bit of fun, Ritsu. Ritsu, there you go. Gets the crit in the end. Sometimes you gotta send a message, John.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tier 3 tower, set to drop very quick. They're going to try and slow this down a little bit and buy more time for their Bloodseeker to be back up.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
You are still almost guaranteed to lose one lane of barracks here. They aren't going to go for the melee barracks any further. They don't want to risk it. 20k net worth lead. They're just more than happy to go and finish off some more items before they get back to that high ground. Ritsu does almost have the full abyssal.
Yep.
Invisibility. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Luki, break the smoke and blinks away. Ritsu, more than happy to just run straight into them. Love to get Borko, and he gets the stun off, and Borko...
Your shades
Yeah, he's just gone.
to mine.
No chance in hell.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Really now? You should have seen that coming.
The bot tier 2 tower is going to be focused on. Final outer tower. DogChamp to take. Roshan is up if they want to back off and go for that instead, but I think they could just go without the Aegis. It might be a little bit risky. They are probably going to just make the safer play. Recall is there by Yaren and Ritsu straight into that Roshan pit. Meanwhile, the rest, they want to go up towards the top lane where Murderer was around, but he is going to just TP himself out. And Ritsu is literally just going to be able to solo the Roshan if he so wishes. He's got his skeleton buddies around. These crits are just kind of ridiculous. I mean, 700 damage each time. No chance of Roshan surviving this.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
For a pick off before they go for that high ground, just to make it a little bit easier for themselves. Nice Tinker Wards being placed here by Borko, just in position. Who is going to run straight past. But they are going to loop back around into that mid lane and try to finish off that melee barracks first before they go to the side lanes, which is fair enough. Like you said, there's not really much of a way of dealing with Ritsu here. Not 3 times anyway. They're gonna have to try.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Easy melee barracks. Just back off. The voice lines continue. They're really trying to give it towards A and B here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ritsu onto that top tier 3 tower. Very difficult
Dire's
defense.
structures are fortified.
There's your Divine. A and B going all in on this. There is
Dire's top tower is under
a
attack.
shotgun now available on Yaren, so he's got the Ethereal Blade up. To make
Dire's
life a
top
little
tower
bit harder
is
for A and B. Assuming that BKB wears off. Rupture is going to be out onto Lukey. They want the Sand King first. Murderer pops the BKB. He'll continue chasing Lukey down, but he eats the cheese and he will survive. The Sonic Wave even pushing them back, and now Ritsu with a 3-man Dream Coil just to lock them all in. And Borko is gone, and so is Murderer. A big echo though. Frugos trying to turn it back around. Can he get it done? Not quite. Ritsu just crits down A and B. He gets another in Cube, and it looks like Frugos is also set to die. Ritsu doesn't even want the kill. I mean, where are his items, John? There you go. Ray Lise has got them. Bloody Nine's got one as well. There you go. That it is.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, why not? I mean, they've won the game in their eyes. It's a 47k net worth lead. So they are... I think they may be a bit too far gone on the Byzantine Raiders. But we'll see. They're going to try and buy a bit more time for their TA to be back up. Ritsu, Abyssal is going to be there onto the Pango Cube. Going to try and walk away, but the shackles are out. Holding down Ritsu, but this might mean Borko's just going to die. Yeah, he's gone. Shotgun out on Ritsu. Bloody Nine will indeed take the kill. Make sure he secures the kill on the puck. Ritsu's just literally running around in circles right now as Murderer is going to pop the BKB, go on to Yaren. They might find the keeper of the line, and Ritsu is in the middle of all these underneath the tier 4 towers, but he's just still so healthy with 3 lives, and now the Dream Coil, Fire Strike, Epicenter coming out. They have just got so much damage, so much control. They'll get 1 life off Ritsu, but I think that's about all they're going to get. Murderer, he's still trying, but he's not able to get the damage output out, and we actually have a bit of a pause here from Lukey now. A disconnection from the game. A 49k net worth lead, Dota Plus of course sitting at 99%. Surprisingly not at 100, even with this this huge lead, and Ray Lisa just kind of letting everyone know that he's just disconnected. He'll back. B started onto Ritsu. Ritsu's looking to dive the fountain, but he's been disarmed. He'll go back in now. He's got to be somewhat careful though. He doesn't want to dive in the fountain. But they're going to go back, make the safe play on those tier 4 towers.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
AMB, Ritsu's still alive, still just standing his ground. And he has 3 lives again. The reincarnation is back up. In fact, the Aegis does expire though, but they're going to make the jump in onto AMB with the Psalms, with the Echo out from Frugos, but the GG well played has already been called, and it looks like the Echo was nowhere near enough anyway. And that'll be a 2-1 victory over to the side of DogChamp.